This podcast provides a platform for our guests to share their experiences and inspire our listeners to be brave and bold in pursuit of their dreams. As you listen, we invite you to explore how these concepts apply to your own story. You know what to do. Be great and be grateful. We're mic'd up with Mike DiCioccio. Hey guys, my guest today was diagnosed with spastic cerebral palsy with a speech impairment when he was 3 years old. Navigating life with CP built up a lot of stress and anxiety for him as a child. Playing sports and other vigorous physical activities were challenging, and it was very difficult for him to find an outlet. As he matured into early adulthood, it finally clicked. Public speaking was the outlet to release his energy and to motivate and inspire others with his story. He hired a public speaking coach to learn how to pitch, present, and persuade an audience. And today, he's an active member of Toastmasters International and the VP of Education. He's also a sales rep for a Fortune 500 communications company, and he believes that no matter what circumstances you may have, you can overcome those obstacles and challenges, be successful, and seize the day. What an honor to welcome to the show, Spencer Hadbavny.
Thank you so much, Mike, for having me on the show today. I appreciate it.
How did I do? Did I do all right there in the intro?
Yes, you did a fantastic job, and you pronounced my last name perfectly.
I got it right. Hey, my last name's DiCioccio. It's hard to spell. It's got a lot of vowels in there. So Hadbavny wasn't too bad. I'm glad I was able to get that right for you.
Great.
I love your shirt, man. If you guys are listening and you're not watching the video interview here with Spencer, his shirt says cerebral palsy is not contagious, but my smile is. I love that.
Thank you so much. In fact, I have 6 of these bad boys in all different colors.
Different colors? That's awesome, man. You guys can check out Spencer on Instagram at spencer.hadbavny. It's Hadbavny. Also on LinkedIn, that's where we connected through a mutual friend, Spencer Hadbavny. Simply search his name and you can connect with him there. And a shout out to Nate Hasto. Nate's who connected the two of us, right?
Yes, he did. Yeah. I'm very thankful that he did.
I would agree with that as well. We had a little chat off camera, a couple of those, and it's always an honor to talk to you, and I know our audience is going to be inspired by you. They heard a little bit of your bio in the intro, but what I want to do is let you know, your story gives me goosebumps, okay? When you were 3 years old, you were diagnosed with CP. Your parents actually were given misinformation, told that you were most likely not going to walk or talk. Here's a child that they're told is not going to walk or talk, who's standing in front of me right here, and is also a VP of Education for Toastmasters, which is a public speaking platform. That is, I don't mean this in a negative way, but it's almost like an FU to anyone who said, hey, you're not going to walk, you're not going to talk. I mean, your story really inspires me. And I want you to know that there's people listening right now. They may have other things going on, right? I have a little bit of OCD. I have attention deficit disorder, I think. I mean, there's people tuning in that maybe were in an accident where they either lost a limb or whatever their disability might be. So if you can talk to that group of people, anyone who's tuning in right now, maybe they have a friend or family member going through something, what would you like to tell them about how you overcame adversity?
As a kid, I wanted to develop my mindset and overall to always have a positive attitude in my life, no matter what challenges came my way. I just kind of always had that get up mentality just to move forward and never give up on what I was pursuing at the time. And that really saved me as a kid, was to have a positive attitude.
Mm-hmm. Where did you learn that, do you feel? Was it a parent or someone? Who were you inspired by as a kid that gave you that, maybe you understood how to have that internal fight?
Yes. Well, from my mom's side of the family, my grandma had MS,
Okay.
and she had a very positive attitude in life as well, and nothing stopped her from participating in the daily routines that she wanted to do in her life, and that really taught me a lesson to never give up
Mm,
and pursue what I want to uh, do in my life and just have a positive attitude.
yeah. Now, are you close with your parents today?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
I'm I haven't had the opportunity to meet them yet. Hopefully someday I can do that. They must be extremely proud of you. Do they vocalize that with you, or do your family members let you know how special you truly are and how inspiring you are
Yes, they do every single day.
every day? Yeah.
From day one, they were from being diagnosed with CP and hearing that I may never be able to talk or walk. That was a very challenging thing to wrap their minds
Yeah.
around. And when I started talking and walking, that was a huge accomplishment for them to see that I was able to uh, talk and walk and
Yeah.
um, talk with my siblings and do activities and
Hmm. Now, and I appreciate that. So that's not something that happens, snap of the fingers for anybody. I mean, I started walking, I think, when I may have been maybe 10 months old or something, which I think I was reminded as a kid that everyone else was a little bit before me, right? So everyone does, even naturally, have a different time when I was very quiet too. I didn't talk a lot when I was little, so which is surprising. Now I have a show where I talk all day long. But people overcome some of those challenges, whether it's just naturally having a different developmental date. Everyone is different, and there was a cool quote I saw. I don't have it in front of me or with me, but it was um it was a base. I follow this company on Facebook that it's like a baseball education program for kids and fans of the game of baseball, and they had posted it, and it was like a written on a board basically, and it was giving the message that it was like popcorn kernels. Basically, it was using the analogy that every kid pops at a different time, right? And then
interesting.
everyone is different. Some kids' abilities, they might be 5 years old when it clicks, right? My daughter's 5 right now, and she's still having a little bit of a struggle being comfortable riding a bike. When some kids by 2.5, 3 could ride a bike. It's just everyone it needs a little bit of different guidance, right? So I want you to talk to our audience about how not only at a young age you were told you're not going to really walk or talk, and then you overcame that and you proved them wrong, but of course that happened at your own speed, that happened at your own abilities as you got older. Can you talk about personal growth over the years and maybe different layers of how you got more confidence over time? Were there moments that you just said, once I knew I could do this, I knew the sky was the limit?
Yes, as a kid, from not being actively participating in sports, that was a very challenging time for me
Mm,
to not only participate in sports, but I ultimately felt like I was left out in a sense. And from that, I I decided to build up my mindset to to try to move past that obstacle, and every day I had a positive attitude, which I would say, in a sense, that gave me the motivation to uh, step out of my comfort zone. And
Mhm.
no matter what happened, um, at least I would say I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, since I did everything differently, I I just had a um, way of processing to at least take the first steps to accomplish that goal. No matter how small that step was, I just
Mhm.
knew that I would eventually make it to my goal. And
Mhm.
that's,
Little victories each day add up,
yes,
right? Instead of trying
exactly.
just walking one day, you were taking literally baby steps and, doing a little bit at a time, right? And learn
Yes.
as you're going. So, talk about the support system too. You mentioned, and we talked about your parents. You mentioned siblings. Did you also have some close buddies growing up that really kind of took you under their wing and made sure, hey, we got you, brother. You're not, you're with us.
Yeah, yes, I had a lot of very good friends growing up that to this day are still very good friends. And they, as you said, they have my back no
Mhm.
matter what. Eh, Fortunately, I wasn't ever bullied as a kid. Maybe once in a while, a kid would try to trick me
Sure.
or shove me and all that, but they had my back no matter what. And it was good for me to have that support system growing
Mhm.
up.
Mhm. So right now, you're a sales rep for a Fortune 500 communications company. That keeps you pretty busy. And
Yes,
you're also the VP of education in Toastmasters. Talk a little bit about Toastmasters, how you got the opportunity to not only join the club, but then they make you VP of education. Talk about that. That's incredible, by the way.
thank you. I would say the one reason why how I got started from Toastmasters was I was told by someone that I should really think about joining Toastmasters,
Hmm.
and that planted a seed. And from there, I started to really think about that,
Hmm.
and it intrigued me. So I started doing my research on the club and going to different clubs because you can visit multiple clubs before you actually join a
Yeah,
club,
you can check
which
it
is
out.
very nice.
Yeah.
And I found the right group and I joined. And from there, my confidence level has grown so much from being able to stand up and present to a small group of people that are very supportive and helpful because everyone's there for the same reason,
Yeah.
which is to either get over their fears of public speaking or to work on their public speaking skills.
Yeah. Man, that is awesome. Talked about goosebumps earlier. I got chills just thinking about how you go from one end of the spectrum to the other, where now you're up in front of the room and you're inspiring people in your own group, and they give you this responsibility. Also, sales takes communication, right? It takes delivering information. It takes building relationships and having people get comfortable with you, right? So that is something that obviously takes a lot of communications and comfort. So it's something that you didn't have, growing up. That was a challenge that you've been working on, and now Toastmasters is helping you get more comfortable in a group setting. We talked about it in the top of the show, pitching and presenting and persuading, and these are great things you're learning. Can you talk about why you love being in sales and what you love about that?
Yes, the thing that attracts me to sales is uh, I'm just generally a very outgoing person. I like to have conversations with people and help others out with making their life easier and simpler by maybe upgrading their service or product.
Hmm.
And I overall enjoy the sales industry because you're constantly going door to door, and it builds up adrenaline, and I like that rush of uh, meeting as many people as I can, no
Hmm.
matter if it's a no. I know eventually those no's will become yeses in the
Right.
future. And it's just the joy of the game of being in the field and
Yeah.
just
It sounds like
knocking
you're
on
happy to
those
simply,
doors.
sounds to me like you're happy to get out there, have a conversation with somebody, move them in some way, present, you have a product and service that you're presenting. You could share what that is if you'd like, but what you're really enjoying doing is conversationally helping them out. And then if you leave, you feel you educated them. Now they have the information and they're better off than before you walked in the door. And then if you make a sale, you believe so much in your product and service that when you're leaving that appointment, not only did you educate and do the best you can, but you're leaving them with something that's even greater than what they had before.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell. We talked a little bit about that too, but can you share what you do and why you're with the company you're with?
Sure. I represent AT&T,
Okay.
and my main products that I sell are cell phones, and then the TV cable packages. Let's just say you wanted to upgrade your TV stations
Uh-huh.
of sport entertainment. I provide that, and then
Hmm.
so that's the two products that I mainly focus on.
So cell phone service and also the TV packages that AT&T offers. Now, can you sell your services to anyone in any state, or is it only New York? I know you don't live. I'm in Buffalo. You're outside of Albany, right?
Oh, I live in Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, I got that completely. I got that completely wrong. Okay, so you're in
Number one.
Cleveland. You're an East Coaster, but are you only able to sell services to those in Cleveland, or can anyone who's tuning in anywhere across the country potentially connect with you on LinkedIn and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm looking for an upgrade, but Spencer, I want you to do this for me."
I believe I have the potential of doing that,
Mhm.
depending on if there's a office in Buffalo, New York,
Mhm.
that is doing the same thing as what I'm doing here in Cleveland.
Okay, so you're more so looking for business clients.
Yes.
Well, guess what? This show is not only designed for business clients, but it's really a show about entrepreneurship, right? Business development, overcoming adversity. So many of the people who tune in, I feel like you could be a great resource for them. So again, guys, Spencer.Hadbavny, which is Hadbavny, is on Instagram. He's also on Facebook and LinkedIn. You simply search for his name. Again, Spencer Hadbavny. Thank you for being here. I got a few more questions for you. We have about 15 more minutes on the clock here.
Great.
Again, we kind of started with this in the beginning, but if you wanted to just take a moment again, speaking to our audience, someone who maybe they're just having a hard time with their disability, overcoming some adversity, and they're just not sure where they can go for support. Can you talk to them and just give them a message of what their first steps can look like?
Yes. That's a good question. I recently found this Instagram page called Cerebral Palsy Strong. It's a group for people with cerebral palsy to share your stories and what you're doing currently. And that's a great way to get in the cerebral palsy community and talk to others that are facing the same struggles and challenges. And that's helped me so much with my personal growth, because as a kid, I didn't have anyone to go to talk about what I was going through, because in my mind, no one could actually understand what I was going through. So that caused a lot of stress and anxiety for me. And I ultimately would say it's better to let someone know and communicate what is going on instead of holding that energy bottled up, because it doesn't do any good for you to do that.
Hold on to it internally, right?
Yes.
Get it out. What was the website? Is it cpstrong.com?
It's a Instagram page.
Okay, so CP Strong on Instagram.
Yes.
Very cool. Appreciate you sharing that. I want to say one more thing. I want to compliment you here. When I asked you about your purpose off camera, you talked about that you are looking to become a mentor for children with disabilities. So you not only are helping yourself, you want to turn right around and help other kids that struggle with similar situations and also different situations than you had as a kid as well. So can you just tell us a little bit what you're doing currently to help out, and then what you're planning on doing with different programs as a mentor?
Yes, it's in the beginning stages, but I ultimately want to have my own coaching business and helping others with public speaking, sales, and marketing, and just focus around communications.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also want to have a mentorship program for kids with disabilities that may want to start their own business and don't know where to start, or maybe ask questions, or just overall have someone that understands what they're going through, that I can help them, guide them down a road that might help them avoid a roadblock that I faced. And that's what I want to help them to do.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That is just the coolest thing ever, man. I have 40 episodes out and a couple extra recorded, and your episode here, and I'm recording one right after this. And I've had some tremendous guests on. I mean, Hall of Fame athletes, like world-renowned business people that have companies that they're doing business all across the globe, and entrepreneurs that are kicking butt, authors that have won multiple awards. And it's been tremendous to talk to them. But I'll tell you, your story resonates with me because you did not give up. And that's something you talked about in the beginning, is your positive attitude and not giving up were literally the two things that got you through. And you literally did it every day. And when you did stumble, whether it was a physical stumble or a mental roadblock, you had kids picking on you growing up, you did not give up, man. And you're here today to tell your story. And you're still, what's exciting for me is I know you're getting started, right? You've done all this so far and you're still getting started. And that's incredible, brother. I want to give you a fist bump for that, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And
Bam.
I continue to improve myself every day. And I can't wait to see where my journey will take me from here. And as you said, I've just hit the very, very
This is the
beginning
beginning.
stages of what I'm trying to accomplish. And to that point, the sky is the limit.
Yes, it is. Hey, can you share with our audience some of the books and podcasts and inspirational content that you enjoy either watching or listening to?
Yes, I'm not an avid reader, but I would say read How to Win Friends and Influence.
Okay, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That was
I've had
a book.
many people
That was
that
a
book, but who
book
actually wrote it? Do you know?
that Dale Carnegie.
Is that Carnegie? I thought so.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's famous. How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've had multiple guests, at least a handful, maybe more, mention that book. So guess what? I finally heard it enough times. That's my next one. I'm gonna go on Amazon and pick that up. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Spencer, if you could be known for one thing, what would you want that to be?
I would say to always climb the highest mountain no matter what. And if you get stuck, try a different way of going about the same route around to get to the very top.
Yeah, I love that. So the message is always, believe in yourself that you can climb that highest mountain and then go do it. And when you think of Spencer, and this is true, in the short time we've known each other, when I think of you, you do represent someone who goes to climb the highest thing, not just average, not, it'd be pretty cool if you're hanging out with your friends, you're walking, you're talking. That's a huge success story. That's cool. No, you're Toastmasters VP of Education, you're a sales rep, you're looking to do great things, and you're looking to physically even go out there and do some things and also help children. So that is what you represent. I want you to know you're writing that story every single day. I got two more quick things that I'd like to do here on the show before you jet. And we got like 5 minutes, not even. If you can deliver one message to leave our audience inspired to be brave and bold in pursuit of their dreams, what would you tell them?
I would say follow your heart and don't let anyone else tell you that you can't do something, and just keep moving forward. Block everyone out, because what you want to accomplish in your life is what you want to do, and no one else can interfere that besides your own attitude. Which, keep that attitude and you'll move forward and accomplish that goal of yours.
So amazing. I already know, I'm editing this in my head already. I know that soundbite right there, that's definitely, I see that in the promo right there. I mean, guys, if you take anything away from this amazing interview, and I'm blessed and grateful to have this opportunity to talk to Spencer today, that right there, I mean, look, we all have our own challenges and things we need to overcome, but don't let yourself be the person that's getting in the way for you to go and achieve your dreams, right? Like Spencer,
Yes,
don't don't
exactly.
don't, don't talk
100%.
yourself out of it. Other people can try talking you out of it. uh, hey, that's fine. That just typically there's some kind of lack of belief maybe in that person in themselves, and they kind of want to keep you with them. Not too many people like to see their friends kind of start to rise up, and
Right.
you're not trying to say, hey, I'm here, you're down there, but you want to go other places. Don't let these other hands pull you down. Such a great message. I got 3 things real quick that I'd like you to deliver. Did you want to say one more thing quick?
That's it.
That was it. I nailed it. Brother, 3 things that you're most grateful for.
I would say my family, my friends, and the ability to do what I'm doing today, which is to inspire and motivate others that are facing those challenges that might be stopping them from pursuing their dreams.
Mm-hmm. So good, man. Thank you. I don't want this to end. I'm enjoying this. I could talk to you all day long. Follow your heart, guys. That was the number one message that he could deliver right there. Be brave and bold in pursuit of your dreams. The first thing, follow your heart. Second thing, believe in yourself. Don't listen to the noise, right? And then friends, family, and he's grateful for his ability to inspire and motivate others. Spencer Hadbavny, thank you so much for being here on Mic'd Up. I'm grateful to have you as a friend now. And thank you. This has been incredible. So what I always tell everyone to do is what? Be great and be grateful. And so absolutely grateful to have you on the show.
Thank you once again, Mike.
Here, give me one of these.
Take care.
Boom. We'll talk soon, man. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Check out more show notes and information on each episode at mikeduppodcast.com. MIKED uppodcast.com. We're powered by Social Chameleon. You guys know what to do. Be great and be grateful.